soccer player?
Layton Green.
Layton, tell us something about yourself.
Alright, so I play on the soccer team. I'm a midfielder and I'm a captain alongside Julian Brockman. But other than that, I'm just a basic high school student. Boring life pretty much, other than a couple things outside of school with some friends, going around, doing everything else, you know, and then staying here in Marlton doing a lot of academic stuff alongside everyone else. But other than that, yeah, that's...
Okay, so academically, where do you want to go after you graduate?
Well, obviously, as an athlete, you want to get a scholarship, athletic
Mm-hmm.
scholarship. Everyone does. It's a dream, but that's not my plan A. It is my plan B. I'm really hoping for it, but obviously it doesn't happen for most people. But I'm trying to go to UACCM,
Okay.
get a 2+2, and then transfer to UALR. I'm
Okay.
going to major in biology.
That's
But
cool.
That's my ideas.
Tell us about how the season's going so far.
So far, looking at our games and how many we've won and lost, it doesn't look very good. However, we've been competing with some really high-ranked teams, top 10 for all the teams we played except for Mills, which is the team we beat, obviously. And all these teams we've also played are either out of our conference or, like I said, high-ranked. But other than that, I think we're looking really good as a team.
That's good.
We're playing well, a lot better than we did last year, for sure. We finally ended that losing streak we had, so that helped us out a lot. And our coaches got a lot more experience under their belt, and they're playing and teaching well. So I think so far the season's going pretty well. We got a good look.
So, tell us, are you more of like a scorer or like more of a defensive player?
Really, as a midfielder, you're both technically. So you're playing up top and back and forth. So you're running the field pretty much the entire time.
Okay.
But the main, I guess, purpose of a midfielder is helping feed the balls toward the outside.
Okay.
So I guess more of a passer. If you
Okay.
would add that in there, yeah.
I got you. So you said Julian Brockman's a captain.
Yeah. He's
Who are all the seniors for your soccer team?
We only have a few. We have me, Jack Landon, James Gentry, Blake, and then Julian Brockman.
Okay. So, like you said, y'all beat Mills.
We did.
Explain that whole process.
Well, at first half, it didn't look good. I mean, they ended up putting, I think, 2 on us, so it was 2-0. And however, what I've seen on our team this year is when we start getting down, people don't hang their heads down like a lot of teams do and lose like their, I guess, their push or their drive to win. But we did this time. We didn't drop our heads. We just kept pushing, and we ended up breaking through their line and scoring one. And then that really put us back into the game. And then from there on out, we started playing a lot more as a team, a lot harder, and we ended up pushing through to a 3-2 win.
That's
Mills,
good.
So.
That's good. What would you say is your pros and cons from your soccer team?
Pros and cons. That's a good one. So far, I think our pros is mainly our mentality. Mentality is massive in sports, and our mentality is, I think, great. I think it's really good. But one of the biggest cons that we've had and had to overcome is our speed on our team. We have a lot of players that are quick, but in soccer, it's super important to have speed. And right now, I think the fastest player we have is Jared Blue. He runs a 4.740, which is pretty quick.
Y'all have the same amount of seniors, the same amount of juniors, and the same amount of sophomores. What do they see you as?
Alright, well, I mean, as a senior, you know, as a freshman's perspective, as in, like, I was there at one point, right? You know, everyone was, you usually look up to the older guys, you know, you look at them like almost like a role model, like someone you want to be, you know, when you get up there. So as a senior, I mean, it's natural for all these younger guys to look up to you, and that's what's happening right now. They look to us for coaching, but another thing is we have a bunch of freshmen and sophomores that also have a lot of soccer experience in them.
Yeah.
And they're coming from a Little Rock travel team.
Okay.
So at the same time, us as seniors and juniors, we're looking down to them, like asking them for some advice from what they know. So it's really a give and give situation. It's not just like, oh, we're freshmen, we gotta look up to the seniors, we gotta listen to them, you know. But I mean, it goes both ways.
It does. So, when you were a freshman, who was the senior you looked up to?
Whew. There were a couple, but I guess the main one that the coaches have definitely seen and talked to me about, he wasn't a senior, he was a junior,
Okay.
but it was definitely Gerardo. So
Gerardo was
he ended up getting a scholarship
Yeah,
to play for CBC.
that's cool.
So I definitely looked up to him, but then, I mean, there's still many more. Like, I took the number from Julio, which he graduated. He's now in the Marines, I believe, or in the natural.
He's serving?
So he's serving the country, I know that for sure. But I looked up to, there was many of them that we look up to constantly, but definitely one of the bigger ones were Gerardo.
That's cool. Last question. So what are your goals for the season?
Oh, well, I mean, like everybody's goals in sports is to win state. That's an obvious one, but really trying to build the chemistry between our players for next year, because like I said, we have a lot of these younger guys that came from a travel team
Right.
from Little Rock. So they are really good, and they're even starting over some of our older guys. So I think if it's not this year we win state, I think these next couple of years we have a lot of potential to grow with these guys and help them out as much as we can while we're here, and just try to help them out for next year and the years to come.
Well, that's good. Well, so thank you so much for coming and interviewing yourself with us.
Yeah, anytime.
I'm Jonathan Blaylock, and
I'm Layton Green.
you're watching Dog Tracks.